eyes on the ball. The big Q is on the 25th of this month. All right, don't let anything distract you beyond going to vote on election day proper.
All right, so today we are having our long-awaited listeners' debate, the first of its kind. I mean, I know on my show normally we have the great debate from time to time on Wednesdays usually, but this is a live program where we have the supporters of the various political parties. To start with, we have an APC supporter in the building, and we also have an LP supporter in the building. We'll be revealing them to you in a bit, and then we'll get kickstarted on the issues we have on the table.
Yeah, and just before you get started, like, all right, where is my political party? Why isn't this party represented? Remember, it's just the first edition of it. And we're starting with, like she mentioned, the APC and the Labour Party. Subsequently, other parties will be reflected in the debate also. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready, we're ready. Our guests are also ready to take us through their thoughts for their political parties on several issues ranging from education, healthcare, security, and I think we'd also touch on the economy, which is quite big at this point in time. If time permits, depends on how intense the debate is. We might spread to other issues also. So we'll just go on a very, very quick break. And when we return, we'll introduce our guest.
Yes, and they are the debaters, by the way.
Exactly. So our debaters, and then we'll get started. Stay with us.
Nigeria Info. Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Amede. Join the biggest conversation around national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.
Hello, my name is Kimberly. I'm the host of Hard Facts, and I bring you the biggest stories driving conversation every weekday here on 95.1 Nigeria Info Hard Fact Show. I love to get your opinion and conjectures, but the facts you cannot dispute here on Hard Facts. Join me and let's talk.
This is Nigeria Info.
Have BATified Abubakar.
Ali.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
It's good to have you in the studio.
Thank you. It's a wonderful pleasure. I want to permit me to thank the management and staff of Nigeria Info FM for giving us this incredible opportunity to air our views and give young men like me who has never dreamt of coming into a studio like this to defend our party, defend our country. There are no words enough to thank you all for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you for making yourself available.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Right.
And we have our second guest who is a supporter of the Labour Party. We've got Mr. Raf with us in the studio. You are welcome.
Thank you so much. My profound gratitude to the management of Nigeria Info and the entire team for this wonderful privilege. The impact and import of what you're doing today will reverberate for a very long time, and I appreciate this.
All right. So, gentlemen, you guys are very gentle this morning, but it's not such a gentle thing. Let me just put this out. We're not here to be gentle today, right? These are very crucial issues. We all know where our country is. A lot of people say that the 2023 election is a make or mar for this country based on where we are right now, currently, on a wide range of issues. So we're not here to talk gently. We're not here for friendship or whatever it is. So setting the ground rules for this debate as it is, we will be talking on the issues as is very typical of us on Nigeria Info. But at the same time, we would love you to put in the passion. We'd love you to interject where it is necessary to put forth your point, but like we said, let's always stick with the issues, and I'm sure over time we'll progress with that. So yeah, you guys look gentle, but we want some very, heated.
Want it to be animated and fiery.
Yes.
But as long as it's not attack on personality but strictly on issues, we are really good.
Thank you very much for that.
All right then. So we'll get it started off looking at health. which is one important area for us. If we're talking about human development in Nigeria, health, education, and some of those important issues that are raised at this point in time. And Nigeria is at an important juncture at the point in time where we're looking at exodus of health workers also, because some people say, and I'm sure a lot of people can attest to the fact that maybe not enough doctors on hand, nurses on hand, and the environment to operate as effectively as they would want at this point in time. So we'll get to start off with looking at it from your perspective. We'll start with the APC as to, are you well grounded as to what your party has in terms of health for Nigeria?
Well, thank you very much for the wonderful opportunity. My party, the All Progressive Congress, since we assumed office in 2015, we have taken a lot of reforms, ranging from education, health, security, and the rest. We are doing our best in trying to provide and enlarge the operational capacity of all the tertiary institutions, tertiary health institutions in the country. And a typical example is when you take a visit to all the federal government-owned institutions, you will see expansion in terms of infrastructure. You will see increased enrollment since 2015 to date. But, as the saying goes, to whom much is given, much is needed. Some of the issues we are having is some of the state and local government are not doing their own part in trying to key into the health arrangement that the federal government is making. Are they
not keying into it because the vision is not properly shared with them in order to
it's not
run
about
with
the
it?
vision. It's not about the vision. It is about the political will. We have 3 tiers of government, and if we run these 3 tiers of government concurrently and do things simultaneously, that is where the result will be felt. For instance, the federal government has done its own part. If the state is not doing, all the federal government institutions in that state, all the people in the state will be going to the federal government institution. You understand what I'm saying? For the primary healthcare is the key. It should be taken care by the local government. But when a situation where, for instance, PW where I need, we don't have private healthcare. This is a health system that should be provided by the local government, and it's not there. So it means the people of PW that should be visiting the closest primary healthcare will not do so. They will go to either a tertiary healthcare or a state healthcare closer to them. So people that do not understand some of these things work, they will be heaping the blame on the federal government that we are not providing.
Shouldn't they heap the blame on the federal government? Because if the government takes the lead in the carrying on with true federalism as it is, wouldn't you think that the local government state will pick up?
Well, you see, they are all backed by constitution. The federal government cannot strangle or stifle the state or local government to do what they are supposed to do. The federal government can only persuade them or advise. It's mainly advisory. They cannot stimulate them.
Okay, before we go to Mr. Raf, Mr. President made a commitment to revitalize 10,000 healthcare centers. Sadly, he's not been able to deliver on that. But that's a vision, a commitment he made, which means that there was already a blueprint on how to work with the state and the local government to achieving that. So how do you defend that?
Well, I may not know what may have propelled that not to take place. It may be due to lack of the financial resources to do that, but its own statutory job is to take care of the federal government institution, which he has done excellently in that regard. So for his inability to fund those 10,000 primary health care as where, I don't know what may have transpired, and they have not come out to tell us what has transpired.
I think as an APC, supporter, you shouldn't. I do not know, because you should be conversant with policies with the drive of the APC.
Of course, I should be conversant, but I cannot be conversant with virtually 100% of everything that is going on within the government. Possible, because it is not everything in the government that will tickle my fancy. I may have some areas. All right.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Based on the abysmal performance of the APC.
I disagree with that. I take an exception with that. It's not an abysmal performance.
Okay,
considering where we are coming from, I cannot accept that the APC had abysmal.
We know. I mean,
You think, not you know. You think.
Land.
All right, let's go.
Now, looking at how Nigeria has performed in this, because if Nigeria's health system was functional as it is, I wouldn't see President Buhari consistently flying out of the country. But over the course of time, we've seen him.
Well, I wouldn't want to interject you at that point.
Leaders at different
President Muhammadu Buhari, President Muhammadu Buhari has the right to fly wherever he wants, and I have a reason for that. I'm not his spokesman, but I can attest to the fact that his medical records are elsewhere. They have his history.
You're not allowing me to land.
All right, go ahead.
With the saying that the APC has performed over the last 7, getting to 8 years right now, are you confident that Nigeria will give another chance?
I'm not only confident. I'm not only confident. I'm not only confident. I'm 185% confident that Nigeria will return us, because the Nigerian people who we are doing this for, they know where we came from. They know where we
come from.
Of course, before the APC administration, when you go the federal government institution, you know how it were. I used to visit ABU teaching hospital. I can feel how smelly it was. But go to ABG.
We're talking about healthcare.
Yeah, but it's part of it. It's part of it.
No.
All right.
Okay. If this
is statistics of how well the APC is on?
It's based on smell, so there's no statistics apparently from
this is really sad. I mean, because if it is based on smell, I don't say here.
I'm trying to advance a point, and you're interrupted, so I have to wait.
I'm the one asking
trying
you
to tell you the state of the teaching hospital and the federal medical center before we came in, and go back and take the retrospect and introspect within those period. You will agree with me that we did wonderful and incredibly well.
All right, that's from BATified. If you're looking at statistics in terms of maternal health, child mortality, and the likes,
it has dropped over 7 years.
No, but we've been consistently seeing it's not the massive improvement from the last administration to this point.
When you say massive improvement, agreed. But when you say it has not dropped, disagreed.
It's been dropping for a while.
Thank God you alluded that
we're not saying from Buhari's administration. We're saying consistently with the Millennium Development Goal and the Sustainable Development Goal.
Furthermore in the Buhari administration, and you know that. You know that.
All right, that's BATified's argument. Things in spite of the fact that the president frequents London for medical health care and not prioritize enough in Nigeria, the party should still get a vote. We'll get to find out from Mr. Raf in a bit after this very quick commercial break.
We must play politics with security.
Let's talk about the biggest conversations.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can do it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day. The weather is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and do it differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go.
This is Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info. This is Nigeria Info. Nigeria Info. is
in terms of his vision for healthcare. You've heard your opponent here from the APC as to the performance. First off, do you quite agree with him? And how much improvement do you think the Labour Party is going to bring to healthcare?
Just in addition to what Kimberly is asking you, we have it on news that TLB has actually promised that give access to medical services to 400 million Nigerians. These are consistent promises we get to hear over time. Buhari made a whole lot of promises. I don't know how we'll ask that. Now, with Peter Obi, how optimistic are we that this is not just going to be one of those promises that goes down under the water, under the carpet?
Thank you so much. Firstly, to say that APC have done so well in area of this, what I call a delusional door. To say that
well, you have to start. You have to start. Look,
we have to allow him. We give you some time. Let's allow him put in some point, then you come in.
All right.
To say you say abysmal performance. I mean that's an understatement. APC have performed woefully. APC is a closer failure in all ramifications.
Having said that,
I cannot stand and watch him attack my party.
Having said that,
he's the presidential candidate. Why he elsewhere as because Anambra State medical doctors went for more than a year strike, and he's going to replicate that at the federal. And he's telling he has not done any federal institution. Let the federal medical center, even here in Jabi, to see what the federal government has done, and he's very abysmal.
I have the microphone.
You do have it
now. P2B.
What has he done as a governor? Let's start from there.
Is the most interviewed, the most interrogated, and if you don't mind, the most investigated candidate in this present election.
I take an exception to that.
BATified, can let him land. When he makes his point, then we can give you the go.
Okay. Thank you.
There is what I call pathetic fancy of hasty generalization that the leading so-called mainstream parties are peddling, of which I'm here also to dismantle and dislodge, which is they are claiming they are three leading candidates. They are not three leading candidates. There is one candidate.
And it is as well Bola Ahmed Tinubu, of course.
The phenomenon of art, the enigma, the one who the cap fits. Now said that, look at antecedents. This man is
when we talk about antecedents, you can't come 1 million miles
closer. In 2015, I heard it directly.
Are we talking health here? We are talking about the candidate. Because if you want me to talk about my candidate, I will live here without. Yes, because I can tell you.
All right,
we are talking about healthcare. What has he done as a governor of Anambra State?
It's unfair to.
We need to that. That should be our benchmark.
It's unfair to interject me rudely. I'm on the microphone.
Not being rude.
I'm finished. Can I land? Thank you.
Go ahead.
Now, P2B, like saying, is the most interviewed. It is only the candidate who had hold me by my word. Everything I'm promising here, he's not promising through proxies. He's not saying spokesman. He's not delegating. He's not saying come and speak on my behalf. He has told
what
the Nigerian
has he say? What has his brief on health? That is the question.
I will do that. And backtracking. He mentioned Anambra State. Westman was the governor of Anambra. Go and check. Go and verify.
I have verified, and doctors have more than 16 months. More than 16 months of strike. He has not governed doctors for almost 2 months.
But we need to give him 5 more minutes to put points across. You had ample time to do it. Let's give him time. And I was even wondering why you were cool, but go ahead.
And I'm interjecting. We need to put the fact right.
We're taking the right away from to interject.
Let him land. Then you can take it based on what he says.
I want quote and unquote the undecided voters to hear clearly, because if I'm talking, this place.
Mr. Raf, go on.
Okay.
Mr. Raf, go on.
Participate Parliament, please. Thank you. So I am saying that going back to Anambra State, because track record is important. P2B, what you call Human Development Index (HDI), he was number 1 in health, human development, and in education. The records are there. We have never had it so bad. This is, I don't know, Swat, if you have that. In the history of this nation, we have never seen doctors jackbarring like never ever before. People are leaving what we call drain. People are leaving this country. Doctors are paid and all that. This man is to say,
well, permit me to say you are giving him on advantage.
Teachers are not paid.
Because I've been talking about Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Since he's talking about his candidate.
We gave it to do that.
You did have the opportunity.
You should have chipped that in if you wanted.
No, you can talk.
Go ahead. You had 15 minutes to put all of this points across. You can't interject at this point in time.
More than 15 minutes.
Go ahead, Mr. Raf.
P2B is somebody that have come out say, hold me by my word. In fact, get a pen. They promised 2015. I was here when...
Mr. Rav, I've been listening to you and I need you to land. You're saying he said go and verify he has been interviewed. We're talking health now.
Yes.
Can you go down to the issues?
Yes, that health is what that. Look, he promised that 100 million Nigerians is going to revitalize the primary health. That's the first part of in terms of health services. He's going to do. He's going to re-engineer and reposition the secondary and the tertiary health system. He's going to do all that. And the man who is saying this is somebody that
the secondary, the tertiary health institution only belongs to the federal government.
Hold on a
The
second.
primary and secondary is not chief of the federal
Mr.
government.
Raf, how do you think he's going to achieve that, seeing that President Buhari could achieve that also? He promised to revitalize primary health care centers, 10,000.
That's why one of his...
So what magic is going to pull?
One of his campaign mantra has been character, competence, commitment to your work.
The same character he doesn't display while he has way at the governor of Anambra. Let me ask you, how many hospitals did he build in Anambra? How many doctors did he employ? How many nurses did he employ? Give us the statistics.
The records are there. Go and verify.
No. I will not verify. Tell me.
Are we going to do that?
Tell me. Don't tell me.
Hold on. Are we actually going to do this go and verify? Or is it
For how long are we continuing to verify and fabricated lies? Give me the details there.
What I'm saying is I cannot off the top of my head tell you that he built.
But at least you can close estimate. You can give me close estimate that during his time,
and he has
as he heads way at the governor of Anambra State, he has do so number. So at least confirm on that.
You're so animated this morning.
Look, today we have overtaken India. Today we have overtaken India in infant immortality.
That APC has also employed and has,
Do you have that record?
Do you have the record?
Well,
you do not have
governor of Lagos.
So what
I
don't have that record. But I know he employed.
So you do not have the record.
And you are asking me.
But he did not talk about that. It is when I tickle his
today as I'm
curiosity
talking to
to
you,
that,
we have
you will not say I should go and verify.
Immortality. We have the capital poverty of the world. People cannot accept.
Nigeria is not the capital poverty. Google it, please, so that you don't mislead the public.
Infant mortality.
Nigeria is not the capital of infant mortality.
Infant mortality. We are talking health here.
That's what I'm saying.
I said infant immortality.
Exactly. Google it. Nigeria is not.
We have overtaken
here. Do your fact check. Do your fact check and tell the whole world, please.
Thanks so much.
Do your fact check. Thank you, Kimberly. Do that and tell the whole world.
We would have to move on to the next issue.
Nigeria cannot be in the first 10. It's practical impossibility.
BATified. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I love the fact that you're animated.
It's the truth. We are here to.
No, she will demystify the truth. She will demystify the truth.
Gentlemen, can we move on to the next? I mean, if you ask me to assess both of you, it's not as if I would give everybody any mark higher than the other. Because, I mean, we're talking of data and statistics. And, well,
my candidate is rich. They are running. It's rich on data. My candidate is rich on data.
Okay, you don't want me to make a comment on that. You don't want me to make a comment on that. Let's move on to the next.
You can't.
It has to be on education, right? You want to clarify something, Kimberly?
Yes, I want to get the latest UNICEF situation of women and children in Nigeria. States the country record 576 maternal mortality per 100,000 live births, which is approximately 262,000 babies die at birth every year. And also, in mortality currently stand at 69 per 1,000 live births. Under 5 deaths is 128 per 1,000, with more than 64% of those by pneumonia, malaria, and diarrhea.
That is huge.
So what is percentage the position of Nigeria in the world? That is what I want him to know. You say we are number one.
What is the number? I say number one. What is your number? You say
no. That's why I want the fact. I need the fact to demystify that.
No.
Nigeria cannot be the capital of poverty, as I've said, and the capital of infant mortality. It's practical impossibility. You are trying to mislead the general public, and it is not true. What is the position of Nigeria?
It is not right.
Before the debate is over, we get the global picture.
It is not right
in Africa,
for
the
you
highest.
to come and argue on things you don't have facts.
All right.
I have
we move
done
on
my
to
research.
education,
I'm a researcher.
gentlemen. We move
I've
on
done
to
my research.
education.
Find out.
Education is
This
another
is the
big
position.
deal. Right here in Nigeria, I mean, looking at it, once upon a time we had over 13,000 million children out of school in Nigeria. The ASU strike.
Hold on.
It wasn't too long ago that
Peter Obi teachers also went on strike. They were not paid for some years.
We've moved on to the next. So please just allow me to lay the groundwork, and then you guys can pick up the debate. Nigeria's educational sector, no doubt, is not doing well. Like in the health sector, where we have the Japa syndrome, we also cannot weigh the fact that many Nigerian students go to other smaller African countries to seek for education because of the instability of whether, secondary, tertiary, and all levels of education seem not to just be performing well. Now, education is a big, because any country that does not plan for education that does not hold its educational sector in high esteem and encourage all that needs to come out of it to encourage development, well, is doomed for failure. We've seen that we need a whole lot to be done in the educational sector. Now, let me start with you, Rav. I mean, we started with BATified. Let's come back to you. Education. Peter Obi, the Liberal Party. What would you say with regards to statements made about their plans for education, and how confident are you that education will be revived if the LP succeeds at 2023 polls?
Thank you very much again. You see, go and verify. I will start with education.
Yes, I've verified teaching about 2 years on page.
Can you let me talk?
Yes, in Anambra State. While you
BATified, are you attacking at the moment? He
At the
hasn't said
moment-
no,
anything.
go and verify.
But he hasn't said anything.
He just started with
When-
that. Please,
when
he
Tobi
just
became
lets
governor,
each other land.
He
Then
took education, particularly WAEC, from number 20 or thereabout to number 1 before he left. He's a man who did so much. In fact, he told us, look, I was putting the money through social channel and working. I have to come back and re-strategize and reposition. And today, some of the schools that were owned by missionaries, so to say, he returned to them, and there is accountability, there is transparency in the system. Today, Anambra State is one of the best performing educationally. Aside that, this is a man who will understand the importance, the impact of being educated. He has said, look, I will replicate what I did in Anambra, I will bring it at a national level. Not promise coming and do divide and rule. As soon as strike for 8 months, nobody says anything. In fact, a minister have the temerity, the gumption to go and talk to our children, our parents, to talk to our children to come back to quote Keyamo, I don't know, Minister of Labor or what? Keyamo himself. He said that on national.
And
So,
unfortunately,
these are
Keyamo
things will
never
never
offer
happen
such word. Please
under
do
the
a
watch
fact
of
it's not
principal.
Festus Keyamo. If you are not sure about the name,
Festus
if you're not sure about the name,
Keyamo, Minister of State for Labor and Productivity.
it is
he
not
said
Festus
that.
Keyamo. It is your own brother, Chris Ngige, that said that.
I said Festus Keyamo was on national TV.
It is not
Please
Festus Keyamo.
do not argue on things you know about. I said I heard Festus Keyamo telling us that we should dance. The children should talk to their parents, to talk to us, come back to school. That government don't have funds, money to pay for their disease. And the charity today, ASU is divided. They are Akomnoa, Namda, all sort of names that we have never had before instead of this nation.
So
what
your-
they do
your
is divide
confidence- your
to further
confidence
kill our education system, which is not acceptable. My principal under his watch will not sit back. In fact, that will talk that look, when he got to a head, Jonathan himself had to intervene and say, call ASU, he sat down for days and said, look, this problem will be solved. This is the strategy, the pattern my principal will take. He will sit back and pretend that everything is okay while our children are at home, languishing,
All right.
taking into crime
thank you very much.
and criminality.
Let's get to hear
He
from
will not do that.
BATified. Looking at your perspective on education at this time. Statement of fact. ASU went on strike for months. It dragged on and it became so pedestrian to a point where we're not even sure if they were really working on it. Would we see an improvement in the future?
Of course,
See that we also have issues with Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his certification, in terms of his
Yes, I
history
was
about the
going to that.
schools. Hold on,
Today,
I am
we
asking
say
him.
April
I am
bring
asking
secrecy.
him.
Well, you didn't get there,
You
so
didn't get there. So let me
I
ask him.
have more
Bola
time.
Ahmed Tinubu has questions with regards to history of schools attended,
Up to
and
today.
up until now we don't have any clarification.
And
So
who
what is the
bring the
guarantee?
secrecy?
What is the
Well,
guarantee that when he comes in, we're going to have a
appreciate
stable
education.
educational system? in
Well,
Nigeria?
when you talk about the candidate, among the whole candidates, the candidate that know the value of education, the candidate that know worth of education, the candidate that is concerned about the future of the children of the state he governs, no other than Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Again,
Go back to
fallacy
history.
of hasty generalization.
Tinubu is the first governor that initiated the payment fees of WAEC and NECO for both indigent and non-indigent that are resident in Lagos. Obi has swear as governor of Anambra State for 8, have no record of that. That is to show you the man who understands tomorrow. In fact, some of your staff, maybe probably Femidi or his younger ones are part of the beneficiary
Empty lies.
of that Tinubu's largesse. Go to Lagos schools, look at how they are performing, look at their ratings across the country. As regards the issue of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu certificate you talked about,
Yes.
the honors lie on you. What are you, the media people, doing with your investigative instinct? If I say I have something and you say I don't have it, it is you that you go and prove that I don't have it. No any institution in the world.
No,
that
you seem to know a lot, so I was
You
thinking
understand?
you would have the answer to the one.
No. I'm not in the position to give that answer. Since we are doubting that he doesn't have one of the greatest things of Atuwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, some of the obedient he went to the University of Chicago and found out that indeed Tinubu graduated from that university. You understand? He wasted about 4,000. Reno Omokri, it is there on Twitter.
Who found that?
He lost about $4,000 just to go and verify. You understand? So if you think he did not go, of course, you go and verify whether or not Tinubu knows the value of education. He has done it. Let me tell you this. One intelligence of Tinubu is this. It's not saying, I will. He has done it. He only improved on some of the shortcomings that he had while he held sway as the governor of Lagos State. He is not, I will do. No. Percy don't do.
So by doing is the paying for WAEC. Is that it? I just want to get your point.
Yes, is the first governor in this country to initiate that, and several states have copied that after
everything
him. It is only and mind you, it's not only the indigenous of Lagos, including the non-indigenous. As long as you are in public
first
school.
and foremost,
he did that when the federal government under the presidency of His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo held. That
was then. But lately, if you followed his campaign when he was talking education, he was saying 8 years in school. Some people felt it was not so coherent as to the amount of time you're going to spend in school.
When you say coherent,
if you add up,
even you, I listen. If I follow closely, as human being, this is a man at his age. He meetings night and day, goes to rally. Come on.
I don't understand. What's your point exactly?
Yes, the point I'm trying to say. Maybe what you come as incoherent may be due to fatigue. You understand? Even
Okay, so
even as I'm here, as I started speaking, at the time I went off.
Can you listen?
And I had to
it's only a normal phenomenon that's human. If, for example, you are fatigued, you come to meetings, you sleep, it's excusable. Now, when you
have a different way of expressing that.
I wish you let me learn. Sometimes when you sleep or you just go off. That is explainable. Now, how do you explain
consistently?
Hold on, Mr. I'm asking the question here. Can I do my questioning? Right.
Or now, maybe he assist you to do the question.
So how do you explain where people, someone keeps saying things that do not? Can I finish?
Speaking language.
Go ahead.
Yes, maybe in other tongues. Saying things that are obviously in existence. For example, calling an Atiku a Senate president, Lagos a refuse dump, saying something like Balabalu. I mean, we are talking of education. And sorry, Kimberly and I, and probably most of us here, have traveled to some parts of the world, and we see how education is evolving on a daily. And it gets me worried. It gets me worried that when we talk about education, we're talking about paying work. We're talking about
That's the foundation. That is the foundation. You have to look at the base. You have to look at the foundation.
In other parts of the world,
because without the way, you can never be here. All of us won't be here. It is the bridge.
Lagging behind when it comes to education. We're seeing innovations happen in other parts of the world, but we're talking about
and a lot of people have dropped out of secondary school because they cannot pay for WAEC in order, including Anambra State. So, drive home your point.
I just paid one this year.
All of these things.
So,
that is still the guarantee, honestly.
Well, sometimes I'm well at the way we do some of this. We try to... I'm trying to search the word. The way we try to portray Atuwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
It's what honestly, we see.
It's not what you see. It is what they want you to feel or what they want to see. Yes, of course, your colleagues in the media. I have been to several
this media thing, I'm not surprised. So you can all bash the media when you don't have anything to say. But
no, I have something to say. And allow me to get my point, please. I've been to 4 different meetings.
You will come and tell us what you have seen with a Korokoro address. You say it's the media.
Minimum time he took in asking us in that 4 meetings is 30 minutes.
The Baba
and
Blue,
all this Baba Blue and the rest you are saying, I could not find one. I could not find one. I don't know why you people are doing this. And we have released our videos, the original from the original source, from our own cameras, and we could not Baba Blue. But you, the camera you use, because you want to distort the fact and portray him as somebody who is incoherent, you now edit it and put Baba Blue or Baba Black.
You can deceive some of the people some of the time. Listen to me, my friend. You can deceive some of the people some of the time.
Very sound.
Can deceive some of the people all the time, but can never deceive all the people.
We are
all
not
the time.
anybody.
We have gone up past all
Mr.
that.
Ralph,
We're all trying to
We
get
have
the
gone
facts
past all
and
that.
records straight.
Can we get
We
the
will not
feedback?
say go and verify and
Gentlemen,
verify. All you see is balance.
Gentlemen,
Alright,
let's
this
get feedback.
Beauty
Let's get
Castle on
feedback.
the air
Here.
has come
So,
to.
Thank you.
This is the timekeeper telling you we need to get feedback.
Thank
you very much, gentlemen. All right, let's get your feedback on some of the stories we've looked at. There's still a lot of areas to cover, but we'll leave you out of this intense debate. It's getting hot in here.
All right, the numbers to call 0700 951 0000. You can also dial 080 9597 4869. WhatsApp is 080 999 30137. Don't forget, we're also streaming live all our social media handles, especially on YouTube now. You can just go to YouTube, like our page at Nigeria Info Abuja, and subscribe. And anytime we come on live, that will notify you. Facebook is Nigeria Info Abuja. Instagram, Nigeria Info FM Abuja. And Twitter is Nigeria Info Abuja.
All right. Abodel on YouTube says, I'm enjoying every bit of the debate. Good job, Nigeria Info. Please just call me L. All right, Del, we hear you. David Kafo says, Peter Obi won the Bill Gates Prize for the best in health. Cosmo says, how can Tinubu, who didn't, know the value of education? No wonder he swore and said would call him, if students don't spend 8 years instead of 4 years in school. Okay, then. Some of the thoughts that have coming up. Habila Biyama says, APC certainly has little to offer. We cannot be deceived. APC has brought a very serious hardship on Nigerians. Remember, the NSAS, the ASU strike, insecurity, economy, for scarcity, they're all for us to see. Let's hear this caller.
Hello.
Good morning. My name is Joseph Ngube.
All right, Joseph, please, you have a minute quickly.
Okay, my question is the debate between the BATified?
All right, then let's move on. Hello?
Hello?
Welcome to the debate. What's your name?
Yeah, thank you so much. The question...
What's your name, sir?
Yes, I am Joseph, calling from Karu.
1 minute only.
Thank you. The person is standing in for PTM in the sense, is trying to defend indefensible actions. Tinubu once told us that he continue from where Buhari, stopped. I don't know where Buhari stopped. Look at the ASU strike on 10-month strike. Look at this Naira squeeze. Look at the fuel squeeze. What is moving in this country? The people should have been trapped. Nobody is trapping. Nobody is enjoying this country.
All right.
And somebody is telling us they want our punishment to continue.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's hear another caller quickly.
Good morning.
Well, good morning.
What's your name?
Hello?
Tell us your name, please.
I'm Jacob. I'm calling from Gariki. Good morning.
All right, good morning. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, you are doing very well. However, I just want to, give a little advice. I advise that you profile the caliber of people you invite into the studio, because that is speaking for APC or BAT. I don't know why I should say in the studio. The guy doesn't know what he's saying at all. Thank you.
No, we don't accept this kind of comment. You do not say our saying. If you had followed, you know that this is a debate between the APC and the LP, subsequently bringing other parties. So please, we do apologize, BATified, for that.
All right.
Party, I expect to get more bashing.
All right. And please, let's make this the last caller who will call and attack the personality of ours. We'll not entertain that. Let's go on a very quick break.
I keep my sunny side up.
the studio, we have a supporter of the Labour Party with us in the studio. Remember, as the first edition of it, we're going to have other supporters join us in the studio for this great debate. BATified is here. Abubakar Ali and Mr. Ruff is here also representing these parties. We're on YouTube, and YouTube is Nigeria Info Abuja. Facebook is Nigeria Info Abuja. Also, we're streaming live. You get to see the comment. Vic Smith, why is the APC guy taking it 2% having a debate for fact and not sentiment fighting? It shouldn't be too emotional. Nice job, Kim and Swat.
All right. And also Divine Fire said Peter Obi reformed sector when he was governor of Anambra, the resources available to him at that time. Also moving on, Raymond Otta said BAT is like you don't rule. Okay, we'll not take those comments. Banky said Obi does not have the sophistication and experience Tinubu wills and be overwhelmed by the quagmire of Nigeria.
And Joel Ugochukwu says, good job, guys. I followed Ken's tweet on the eve of Baba Blue. Cameron says that Tinubu deliberately used special to mock the opponent. And BATified saying that the media made it up. Well, I know he will vote against APC February 25.
All right, and now we also have this one from King Godwin. He said, please kind of moderator BATified Abubakar to allow the code. He's just trying to, and the truth that hurt Swat looks stubborn. Okay, leave us out of this. When I look stubborn, that's not the case. We're looking at the issue here, or the issues here. So great on that. Later we'll talk about me and King.
All right, then. Let's move on to security. To get even more animated, at point in time, we're going to let you guys go head-to-head the second half of the debate. Also going to take more comments, so just hold your horses, join the debate in a bit. But let's start off with look at security. We understand that whoever takes over the reins of affair has his job cut out for him. Because the state of security at the moment, the insecurity we're grappling with, is not limited to the northeast. They spread its tentacle to a part of the country. So let's speak from your perspective as to your level of confidence on how this will be tackled. The candidate said so far directly concerning the insecurity we're grappling with.
Thank you so much. My candidate have said that he will lead from the... He has said that...
Is a Milan?
He's a leader.
Okay.
If necessary, in fact, he will become the commander-in-chief.
How can he lead from the man is not a security expert?
That is leadership, my friend. When he become the president
as a leader, you have to lead what you know. It's an expert in economy. What he didn't through, then I will accept. But not, it's not an expert. He doesn't have security experience.
Okay, another rule of engagement. We'll give him 60 seconds. At this point, then you can interject.
Please, I need your protection, man. He has said that
you're well able just to add that.
Go ahead. Okay, because where he's interjecting me is
your
quite
6 seconds is running already.
All right. He has on several occasions that security priority. He has said on occasions that, look, I will lead front. You don't need a president. You will the whole of the 4 years defend. You need a president that will defend you. You need a president who is hands-on, understand the nitty-gritty, who understands the technological deployments when it comes to leader, come to security rather. So this is the man. This man is just
your system is all BATified. Here, this is where you come in.
Well, it is unfortunate that we are going what we are going through, and it is a backlog of
unfortunate
of,
that
of what the PDP is. You know, inherited from the PDP days. And no, security, some of security hardware and software, they are not things we can get over the counter. The APC administration, go through the history, is the one that has invested heavily on security. No government in the history of this come close to us in terms of deployment, in terms of purchase military hardware and software. But
that makes it even worse.
You know, security is for this business, but we don't guarantee the release of information to the security for prompt action.
So are we blaming the people for that?
I'm not blaming the people. I'm not blaming the people. What I'm saying is this: security for this business, and except Nigerians take security for this business, we may not get of this.
The amount of sources
Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the first executive governor in this country that funded the Nigerian police, he created the RRS, Rapid Response in Lagos. He funded them. He was able to deal with the area guy. You understand? He brought sanity to Lagos Street, and of course, all the successive governors built on that.
They built on the fact. In fact, there is a record that under the watch of this government than it has so far. So
at a time, if you ask Mr. Raff to come to this, he wouldn't come.
Why?
Because they are bombing in every street of Abuja.
In fact,
even the 1st October rally was held in Eagle Square. I'm not exaggerating. Of course,
that is
you
what
are
they
here.
do. All the
During the last
propaganda is
regime.
lies.
You know what's happening.
We at the time we are only about Boko Haram.
Understand?
Today we are about banditry.
Of course. If successful government has done enough on Haram, we will not be battling with what we are battling.
Those who are killing us are from
let me share some statistics.
We are battling with
the inability
of
those military hardware. They are not what you call
Let's work with statistics.
Let's work with statistics,
all
here, right?
All right.
More people have died watch of this PC government than we have ever had.
Is ready for us to talk? All right. Let me say something here. You were trying to say something about bombs and all of that, and I don't know why often we get to hear that rhetoric. It
is not a rhetoric; it's a fact.
Hold on, it's a fact. It's not a fact because what I'm about to give you would prove that what you're saying.
Of their imagination.
Hold on. Now this is a percentage. I'm not confident when I have statistics in Nigeria, but anyways, looking from taking statistics from 2016 to 2021,
more people have died.
The share of population that have suffered insecurity rose from about 13% to over 9.1%. So it shows you rise in terms of the insecurity. And as at 2021, hold on, can I finish, Mr. BATified? Can you be patient?
I'm patient.
We have around till 12 o'clock.
All right.
So let's ask questions.
Okay.
Then you can respond. And then statistics shows, this is, I think, a drop in the ocean if we will be honest with ourselves. Over 60,000 people killed in North Nigeria alone. And this was given sometime in 2022.
And just recently, Katina,
these are conservative figures.
Yes, conservative figures. I totally agree with that.
Thank you.
I mean, what we're going back and forth about how moms go on, and the statistics are showing that
they have wasted more money, have spent more money.
Not just the number of people dying, but also in terms of insecurity generally. What exactly are we saying here?
They have spent money. They have.
Do you have a right for that?
Well, the reality is this: when we came in, there are several areas in held by these insurgents.
When they came to hard was only Boko Haram.
When we begin to attack them, when we begin to deal with them, when we begin to deal with some of them disguised as civilians and leave the hotspot. When last did this guy from our security agency?
You're a good student, but can you just come and say something?
When last did this bandit or insult had the guts to attack our military agencies? They don't have ability anymore. They have been when in Kaduna, it has been happening. I'm talking about the northeast where they were earlier saying, but some of them disguised as civilians and infiltrate the civilian population. That is what we are saying. It is not a conventional war.
We had the recent attack in Buhari, where
the presidential
guards
that is what I'm telling you. If you see a terrorist, if you see a person, can you identify him? If it's terrorist person by, can you identify him?
Is that the question? Is she a security expert?
Of course, I'm driving at the point. You cannot be able to identify
that point
them.
Is a flimsy,
that is why I told you the security is everybody's business. If we contribute, I see a strange feel. Like in my neighborhood, whenever we see a strange feel,
security is more complicated than that.
We interrogate. If you say something.
When it comes to looting our national boss, not everybody's business.
Can we all agree here that insecurity worsened in the past 7 years?
I disagree with that.
Why?
It depends on what manner of security you're talking about.
Statistics from the northeast to the northwest to the south to the southeast.
And we're not even taking comments of the south, I mean, just the rise in terms of percentage in the country. So
what do you expect? They don't know data. They don't believe in data.
When you tell me kidnapping increase, I agree. But when we talk of the insurgency,
we talked about insecurity, sir. We didn't limit to insurgency.
Northeast.
There is insecurity. I will not disagree with that fact. Well, there's insecurity. But we're largely content.
How do you want Nigerians to vote for your party if your party in the past years have been unable to deal with
my
security?
good friend and brother is struggling to
in Abuja.
You just agreed security has spiked. It came out
not in terms of insurgency, but in kidnapping,
insecurity.
Yes,
please
kidnap.
So you also focus on insurgency and pretend that insecurity is inconsequential?
I'm not saying we should pretend. I'm not pretend. First of all, I'm a Nigerian before being an APC member.
All right.
So I'm not a pretender, and I'm not an amateur pretender.
You have to be one.
So, and I will never. So that is on that issue. We have dealt with insurgency. Agree with me, but those of the insurgents that are civilians and relate with the civil population. That is the thing we are having at the moment. And the DS are doing their best.
Do you think, Saraf, that the Labour Party president has the muscle to deal with this? Even
it doesn't have that experience.
He had a mental prowess. It's not about muscle.
He doesn't have that intellectual capacity. He doesn't have that experience to deal with it.
I can't even hear you. I can't even hear you.
President Muhammadu Buhari was general in the army before he retired. He had this statistic under him. Peter Obi, on the other hand, has never had anything to do with in his whole life. What is the guarantee?
Now you can see.
What is the guarantee that insecurity not spike further?
Thank you. Now
what are you thinking? How? Because we're just trying to get your point. What can he do different?
Can I laugh?
Go ahead, sir.
I'm thanking her because she's reeling up and figures. For doing that, I thank you.
Okay.
You see?
It's my job. You don't need me.
It will tell you that it's not about being a general. It's being general or what we are dealing with here has to do with capacity to. It has to do with competence.
Well, the way he responds to some of this question, as Peter Obi comes, it is not the three we'll be dealing with. As if it's not the same we'll be dealing with. As if it's not the same DS we'll be dealing with. Some of the military arms are not even arrived. We have ordered them past 3-4 years. They have not arrived. It's not you can find over the shelf.
This is a man who
you cannot find them over the shelf.
This is a man who deals with
3 years to produce. To mass produce something. And he's telling me Peter Obi. Peter Obi don't even handle it.
When I interject him, you interject me.
Go ahead.
When he interjects me, you leave him to go. And I wouldn't take that. Please let him.
They are taking. Yes, I have to because the government in power. I'm having more bombardment.
Please respect the rule of engagement. Thank you. Now, Peter Obi is somebody who understands the nitty-gritty. He understands the mental and physical fitness. He understands data. He is somebody who tell you that look, there is a technological. There is the where you have to start pulling people out of poverty because you cannot have 110 million Nigerians living in poverty and there will be no crime, there will be no insecurity.
Mr. Raff, recently in Chatham House, the question was posed again as to how he was going to do the issue of IOB in the southeast. And he said it was going to be negotiation. I think that's an effective strategy that you can apply, not the southeast, but also with the banditry.
That's what I just told you.
You haven't said that.
Some of these people
the relative calm and the relativity enjoying in Lagos State at the moment is the foundation of Rasul Ahmed Tinubu.
Can I finish,
he laid the foundation.
What sort of ready peace are we enjoying
of course, there's security in Lagos.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Good.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, go on, Ralph.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, Peter Obi has told that, look, I will negotiate. This is
negotiate with insurgents?
With those who have been negotiated with. You see,
those that needed to be negotiated with, who are they? Who are they?
They are painting everybody with one brush. There are people today who, as a matter of fact, take it and have been inducted to become part of
the military are doing that, and you know it. So and when we do this profiling, they release them. You know that we all already, and this government have been doing that already. When they do their profiling and they discover that they are conscripted, there's them. So what are you saying? It's nothing new here. It's nothing new here.
I'm surprised that you say that because I've often heard people who support Peter Obi right now criticize this very initiative that the government has taken in terms of negotiating with terrorists, rehabilitating and reintegrating or of some of this,
because
Peter Obi has said that that's now okay?
Yeah, misquoting. I never said they're negotiating with terrorists.
No, you
said it here.
Because
you
said
it here.
You say.
Thank you so much. You said that there are agitations. Those who are in the southeast today that is leading to insecurity. I said there are people who are.
Those that are agitating, they are not agitating security. They are agitating because they want to have country of their own. So we have to draw the line between agitating
there are people
or agitation for the nation.
There are those who are
when it comes to
they are dissatisfied with
they will negotiate.
Nepotistic way of doing things that this president
and you know it. We can be nepotistic. We cannot be
abysmal performance. This very government have put everybody on the edge. Somebody said to me, if you are working on today, everybody's angry. I was driving, somebody scratched my car, came and hit me from nowhere. What is your problem? If he was even trying to justify the fact that
probably you wanted the traffic light or you pressed on the brake. That is why he hit you.
And he's justifying that.
How can I do it?
Guys,
I'm not just narrating the scenario of the possibility I had led to anything.
Julius Yama says, David, the man is out of... Okay, responding on. Raf said, congratulations and BATified. Thank you, Yakubu Haruna. Let's get more comments. Let's take phone calls.
All right, please.
All right. Hello?
Hey, Kim.
Yeah.
Swat, good morning.
Hi, morning.
It's about your colleague from Amali, Nigeria.
Okay.
In fact, you can see by their said there is no limit. All the questions Kim Swat pertaining the health term. Among them, because we have talked about Atiku. I have not gained the opportunity coming over there. This is them shipment. The cell.
All right.
We are in this mess in APC. You're asking them about the health system, where we have hospital there and this and that. What was Tinubu do? Nothing. No.
All right.
Even good fun. But
Thank you very much.
All right.
Let's hear another.
Hello. Good morning. Morning to you.
Yes, Swat and Kim and Mr. Ruff. Well, my name is Honorable Minister Mike. When two people are talking, nobody. At least debate, you show one person. When they finish, so that we'll hear them from. We'll hear at some point. Of the meeting. During the time of Passenger, he went with 6 folks. He couldn't solve the problem. But 1 year or two again, that place and they sit down with them, that open. Then many of them surrender their arms and they break amnesty. So there is to with and it is speaking with the people that feel
All right.
that they are marginalized.
All right, guys, try to summarize your points. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We'll take a very long messages. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning. Tell us your name. All right, welcome. Oh, network, sir. Maybe you need to call us back again. Thank you. Hello. Radio, please.
yes, ma'am.
We're still getting feedback. We'll have to let you go. Let's hear someone else.
Hello. All right, guys, please help us. Once you call, before we even pick up the call, please just switch off your. That would serve us much better. Hello.
All right, let's try one time. Hello. Welcome to debate. What's your name?
Good morning. It's Moses calling.
Welcome, Moses.
Oh, thank you, Kim. First time caller, but I'm a regular listener.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. I just want to comment on the situation we find ourselves. APC government can come out to tell Nigerians, we are really sorry. Apologize to Nigerians. Wouldn't mind voting for them again. But look at what we find ourselves. And coupled with the fact that you brought up, even the Baba Blue statement, the clip, channels has probably Arise Television has played this for somebody to come out and start defending to me something else. I pray to help us in this
Thank you,
country.
Mr.
Thank you
Moses.
very much.
Thank
you. God bless.
Okay, so we take on this caller now. All right.
I greet Abubakar, I greet Mr. Love.
Okay.
Kim and
What?
yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, yes. Go what? I came from Anambra State. I came from Anochela, where Mr. from. That's one. This is school called the Bendorf in others. That's in Anochela government. School was renovated. If you say the school, it's an American UP. Yes, secondary school. That's a mutual school. A school owned by Catholic Church. He gave that one. They renovated the school. Go here. This they called DKT, Christ the King. He gave them the phone. They renovated the school. Go to the other school by Anglican Church.
All right.
That's Anglican Church. He give them the phone.
Thank you, Okwe. Appreciate your contribution.
We need just go straight to the. We don't have all the time to list out all the schools. Thank you very much. HR Moses, we see you on our YouTube page. David Okafti, you're responding to each other. I can see that if the debate is happening on YouTube.
Oh yes,
they're responding to each other and slogging it out. So you got them on YouTube also.
I think we can
Info
also
Abuja.
check Facebook because that should be streaming to. Thank you so much for. So we have some messages there.
Mondio Nelly, is with us. Chimaro Dikel is also there. Bulu says, if you say you're not nepotist, how about the appointment of security chief? Appointment, you mean to say that majority are from the north of the country and same faith. And Maya Teaser said, be careful. Why?
I don't know why he should be careful.
All right.
All out. Well, thank you so much for staying with the listeners' debate. Still on 9.1 Nigeria. Kim and Swat on the beat. And we are here seated very quickly with BATified, Ali, and Ralph, who are both APC and LP supporters, respectively, trying to marshal out their point on this debate today. Then we move on to the next point.
Yes.
And that has to be security, right?
Corruption.
Oh,
We just have security.
corruption. Corruption. I'm sorry about that. Go ahead.
Well, corruption, a lot of people will tell you it's the knee of Nigeria's development at the moment. And going by the latest corruption transparency international report that came out, we're not doing well.
Right, it's 150 out of 180.
So, sadly, that the government have not been able to the
We
issue
scored
of corruption.
24 out of so that's a fail.
It's declined. Yeah.
And we know of real corruption issues. We can point them at where billions of have been siphoned by individuals in government, in strategic things that you'd expect
From the accountant general,
From,
you can give you more list.
I mean, we can go back to start with the Babachir Lowell gate, and then you can count it.
The EC chairman was removed allegedly over corruption.
Stealing and all that.
And so forth. So, we know this administration prided itself as, or came into office flying on the wings of, we're going to kill corruption based on the evidence of President Muhammadu Buhari when he was state back then in the 80s. But then, lo and behold, we seem to be way worse than we were back, in the years counting down. So, corruption.
Why should Nigerians vote APC?
Well,
We haven't performed.
When you said we are 150 out of 80 and we have performed abyss, I think I want to disagree with that.
Okay.
And that
Take us back.
Take us back to
60 seconds before you interject.
Take us back to pre-2015. Where are we now? Then it is that basis I will know whether we have failed or not. Okay?
Why do you want to take us to 2015?
Of course, we need to know where we stand in the index in the whole world. Okay? What number are we? What position are we occupying? Are we
we will check that.
Yes, why I want you to do the fact
at
check.
2015.
That's one. Number two, tell me before the administration, which of this has ever been suspended or removed from offices of corruption? Which of the AFCC has ever been removed? Which of the General of the Federation, high-profile members, the same cabinet has ever been removed as a result of corruption? Come on. Even if you cannot give us thumbs up, at least give us a pass mark on that. Okay.
Again.
And I tell you, before corruption is not walking on its bare foot on this country, okay? Now you dare those before Buhari came, who are openly corrupt. Now, even if you are corrupt, you are scared for your own blood brother to know.
Does it that is
I'm not saying
corrupt?
Come on, can never be better. It can never be better.
Your second is up. Come in, Mr. Raf.
Again, what goes the human mind? I mean, it's understanding how this man struggled to defend the indefensible. This, as we can speak, in fact, cows, cattle, animal, human beings from the government, and nobody is doing anything about it.
Evidence? Do you have any evidence to show that cattle really from the government?
I'm talking, please. We have a situation was in Bent where they say monkey swallowed money.
Good. Then you did not follow the news very well.
Can I finish?
The same snake or monkey swallowed it. Can I finish?
The very
it is the administration that did that, and it was dated.
And what came out of it? What came out of it?
All right, gentlemen, on a very quick
we are worse off today than
let's go on the break. We'll be back with a great debate now.
Show. This is Nigeria Info.
Progressive Quest, and they're slogging it out. The intensity, I promise you, what the point they're trying to put across. And from you to be a part of it also. Now, just for the break, we wanted to give Mr. Raff some time of his thoughts on the issue of corrupt. BATified would give him 50 seconds. You took second out of it in the first instance. So you've got 50 seconds. Your time starts now.
Again, like someone said, you cannot defend the APC in terms of corruption looking stupid. Because...
Okay, let's be mindful. He's supporting the APC. So you're implying that he's...
And that is this kind of the obedience.
You can't
of course, they are not tolerated. They are not put at all.
I said you cannot do it.
Into my and
it was Dino Melai who said
you can just if Dino Melai said that here to glamorize it, it's unfortunate.
Okay.
So it's a fact.
It's a you are trying to defend.
No, Mr. We take exception to that.
Okay, all right.
Because we have someone who is representing the APC here. It's respectful to put it out there.
Okay, sorry. Now, APC have us, according to them, as they promised, top to bottom, virtually no ramification. Because we wanted change, but what we didn't go for to ask for change was that it was abysmal. In all,
it depends on which area of the change you are looking at.
He's asking what was the figure in 2016. And I'm ashamed why you should be asking.
I never see any change.
Because when they brought change, I thought they are coming to the better.
You have filled your mind heart with so you can never what APC government have
not up to 50 seconds, my good friend.
Your second is ended. All right, go ahead, BATified.
So, as I was saying, Kim, it's in this administration that a sitting president was taken to court on an allegation of corruption. Has it ever happened in this country? It's in this administration that a retired...
Just to clarify, did you say sitting Senate
president?
Okay, code of conduct trial.
Of course, yes, code of... thank you for
that.
Okay, it is in this administration that a retired and immediate retired service chiefs were taken out also.
And
what never happens in this problem. Before, we all know with impunity, and you dare not question them. But now go here. Dare it, let's see.
Now they are dealing with absolute impunity.
Who looting with absolute impunity?
The man we gave our I'm giving you. The man we gave our matrimony.
If you cannot,
the Accountant General of the Federation
at some point. Bring out your own points.
Accountant
General of the Federation.
Let me just
talk with facts.
Let me clarify something. BATified, you asked me a question about Nigeria, even though I don't know what the correlation is. As in 2014, out of 174 countries rated in 2014, Nigeria has 136. So, what's your comment on it?
It has gotten worse.
As at 14,
we are worse off today.
6 out of 174 countries.
And as at today,
yes.
But now we are 150.
Mm-hmm. So, and the 150, some countries run concurrent in terms of the ratings.
In fact, it is worse.
So that is, but
what we have informed that probably some countries are doing better than us.
My good
not
friend
to say we are not fighting.
Again.
You understand? Not to say we are not fighting the corruption, but probably some countries are far better than us. And that's why
how come?
Because you know, I believe that in the past 9 years ago, you dare not do what you are doing.
How come truth is far from you? You argue with every data that is presented to you. I have read that data here, you argue. Now she's telling you that we are what's up today. Struggling to debate.
This is not argument. I'm giving them what happened. You understand? You can be the same race. You can be a race with me. You understand? But if I have what is your standard than you, I will leave you.
That is giving them what may have happened. You are giving them.
Let me tell you this. Do you know this?
What may have happened?
This policy is capable of dragging us below 100. In the first year,
my good for once, just truth will be faced. It's correct.
You understand?
For once, just admit truth.
Every money.
For once, just truth.
Mr. Ralph.
It is sacred. It will help your cause.
Hold on.
Debate with everything.
All right. Hold on. I need to ask a question, please. It's easy for us to throw cast stones on the AP. Let me come to the LP candidate.
Yes.
He has prided himself as being impeccable. Can I ask the question, please? Can you guys be patient so that we would land and wait so that you can respond? Now, it's easy, like I said, to cast stones and aspire the APC. Yeah, because they are different. But, I mean, the LP candidate has he has not been with his own stains. I mean, or there hasn't, he's not been one person who has such an impeccable record. If you remember Panama papers that went out. Yes, and that's why it's very important to talk about that, because that's someone's aspiring to, position of president. If you say you do have a house in London, on and trace right to the very address, and that you had some amount stashed and, a whole lot of stains here. And what's also the guarantee you're not going to be different from what is obtainable in the status quo right now?
Thank you. Like I said at initial, my principal is the most investigated, the most interrogated, the most interviewed in amongst all the leading.
What does that have to do with corruption?
Yes, it brings, we say, evil breed in secrecy. So it brings a lot of things to the fore. They have a lot of bias, from drug to corruption to life pension and all that. They have.
No, any competent court of competent jurisdiction has proven. And I cannot stay here and you demean my candidate. Okay? And here in this country, your own principal invested money on a family business. Is it not corruption? Where? And your principal name appear in the paper in the UK. Is that corruption?
I have not exhausted my 60 seconds, please. Now, he said that, look, you are not stealing. Your family is not stealing. Your immediate circle is not stealing. You are now a contract to your friends and cronies and nepotism. You have succeeded using corruption by 50%, and that a blatant truth. No other government. They are not saying that.
How do you defend that which was my question?
I said that. Did you get to the point? He was investigated. He came out.
This is one of an international organization. Not even in Nigeria. You think we are trying to smear his character. This is an international organization report.
A businessman. He is.
Of course.
Especially he did not own a house, and it was that he actually owned the house. So that's a lie. He lied to Nigerians.
Is it even on the air? Is it even in the...
It's a different thing if I tell you I have a house in Metama
a man
and it has to be traced to me in Metama. That means I'm lying.
No.
Yes, that is a lie.
If it is not like...
No.
What is that?
That's not...
No wonder you're
like...
It's nothing but...
I'm interjecting, please. It's a plan or tantamount to the good luck telling you I have no shoe.
No, please don't drag the good luck. We are talking about house or no house. He doesn't have a house, and it was investigated and was that he had a house. How does it about the house?
Companies. He sat on the board of directors of.
I want you to ask him if it is right for his principal to invest a number of money on his family business. Ask him.
In London, was he living in the bush?
But he said he did not have.
He said he did not have.
That was that. Or it's my is this morning.
It might be
a figure of speech. Okay, I understand the politics of it all. You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah, we'll take more calls. Right. The intense looking at it from that perspective. So nobody is squeaky clean in terms of
my candidate.
And
candidate
and to clarify in terms of
has little or no baggage.
To clarify more on that.
They have corruption and 450,000 or millions from
corruption allegation.
They have life pension. He serves as a dog.
When we talked about corruption, only interjected.
The government have water up to date. They have life pension.
The Pandora paper leak. Mention Peter Obi. You understand? I ascribe any form of corruption to him.
All right,
okay? Until the ones that were proven.
Because you cannot.
But the ones you are speaking to my principal have not been proven by any court of competent jurisdiction. I'm not emotional on this matter. Factual.
All right, hold your horses.
Life fund has not been attached to him too.
Mr. Raff.
$4,000 have not been attached to $450 million.
Mr. Raff.
All
right.
And the State House of Assembly
guys, please.
Let's go to the phone line. But just before we to clarify for maternal mortality and child mortality, Nigeria is not the highest for maternal mortality.
Thank you for that
South
corruption.
Sudan, Nigeria sits at number 4. And mortality, Nigeria is number 4. Sierra Leone is number 1 of the 2020.
In Africa. So you can see the corruption. Please accept. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the phone line. 0700-951-0000 or 0809-574-869, 0809-993-137. Remember, we're on YouTube at Info Abuja.
All right. Hello.
Obasanjo, we're from you already.
Let's need to hear from more people. Please, hello.
Hello, and digital Abubakar from Oglada. Congratulations to the two gentlemen in the station. They have stoutly defended their party stand. But only my disagreement with the BATified submission about track record is the Lagos State came up not a result of human achievement. It's a cumulative development by...
Yes, but he laid the foundation, sir, my big brother. He laid the foundation. Somebody laid the foundation. And some ensured that those groups
don't mislead the people. He never laid any foundation.
He's contributing.
Was a
He's
former
not
secretary.
He's not debating with you guys. He's continuing. Go ahead, Mr. Abubakar. Go ahead.
Where do you put like legacy? I'm talking operation. Then what the years of General Abuja who carry out infrastructure development, building the flyover, the foundation, or the the former minister of Lagos State during Kimberly regime. So the colonial administration played the groundwork of Lagos. So Tinubu cannot.
Lagos State was once a former capital.
That is your opinion, and you right to it. Calabar was once the federal capital of Nigeria. Why didn't they build on that also? If I may ask.
They did build Calabar.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
BATified, good morning, sir.
Good morning, my big brother.
Yeah, this is Dandy from Moses.
Big Dan.
I actually, up to now, I haven't identified candidates to vote yet. I still want you to convince me how I will vote for it in this coming election.
Thank you very much. My big...
He's still on. He's still speaking.
They have nothing to convince you about.
Speaking, Mr.
Vote for Labour Party.
What I'm saying is this. In health, corruption, these two things, I just want it to convince. That's all. Thank you.
All right, let's hear another caller. Hello?
Chief, good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, my name is Chris. I'm from a supervisor.
All right, you're welcome.
Yeah, honestly speaking, I'm just enjoying my I have to pack by yesterday. Yeah, the whole thing is just making me so happy. And I was at my car with a Turkish national. It was actually, we are discussing about what is happening in Turkey. I don't know if you are hearing me.
Yes,
we're listening.
Louder.
Yeah. When I was listening to these guys, during the, one of them was, how can take over leadership the commanding military where he cannot even go. The man posted into that, I forgot what was trying to tell me. He said, he said, Obi cannot handle the gun. What about him who cannot even handle the flag?
All right.
Thank you.
But now,
thank you to Below the Belt. We move on to the next.
Thank you, sir.
All right then. Let's hear this caller.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good day.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah, my name is Benjamin.
Well, Benjamin.
Okay. I want to greet Abubakar and the BATified in there. My regards to you and my regards as well to the legacy persons. Two of them are giving us good debates we should listen to. I like the back and forth, and you guys are also doing giving their time to themselves. My contribution to this is no matter how hard the BATified, I would like to also try to more plain in what he's saying. I know you're trying to sell your candidate, but the truth is, it's not an easy job. It's not easy to sell Tinubu right now. He can sell himself. And for the Labour Party persons, because if you don't have the statistics up there, say things the way they are, they are. For me, I have the access to social media and I have a bit of things. So I could read about both of them. And I know where my vote is going, which will be because I read something. I don't know this.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for this.
Thank you. And to clarify, another statistic was put out where you argue BATified Nigeria is not the poverty capital of the world. Well, according to the World Bank, since 2016, Nigeria consistently sit on top of that table, the country with the highest poverty and poor people globally.
Thank you for that.
Of people less than $1.9 per day. So Nigeria is the world poverty capital.
All right. We'll take on more callers and messages as we begin to round. The debate is already 11:44 a.m. Nigerian time to be wrapping up. So we have the news and then the site comes up on board. We have just on Facebook, right?
Onuwa Ernest Chukwu Naru says, correct Agweta Waka for Nigeria. Body language and Buhari mix is the performance is abysmal. Currently, it's still being celebrated despite Buhari wearing toga or fighting corrupt.
All right. Looking at our YouTube, Charles said, my big brother Sonny Okosun once sang song, we want a leader, not a ruler. Which of these two is through leadership? leadership. I guess that's what you meant to put there. Thank you much for the feedback. We also have Gabriel Idepita. He said, Peter Obi said he owns a house in Onisha, please. Okay, another comment here from Adams Eric. He said, have been shown to buy Abubakar, and all he does is check the source of the data. That you say.
And David Wood says, as a government, he did not get a house for a number of government. Okay, I think one of the points that was raised there. Let's call and then we'll take more from YouTube. Hello? Okay, moving on. Hello? Welcome to this debate. Go ahead. What's your name?
Sorry about Hello?
Hello.
Yes. Good morning.
Hello, Kim and Swat.
Welcome. What's your name?
This is Majokoro, calling from Ministry of Works.
Quickly.
Okay. We don't want to say much them. The fight fire Abubakar, this debate is just like he's fighting. He's fighting. You understand me? Fighting.
Okay, so what issue are you talking about, please?
Okay, I want to talk about corruption.
All right. Okay. Unfortunately, network cut you off.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kim. Okay, good morning, Kimberly.
Welcome. Okay, yeah, so I was saying good afternoon too. Welcome. What do you...
My name is...
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm calling from Abuja.
All right.
As a matter of fact, I greet all people there in your street.
Thank you.
To short story short, AP have for all men and abroad. Everybody is free because of AP. The country wasn't like this at 2014. But when EP came in 2015, we're living in hell. Hell. If I say hell, one. Haba.
I'm not living in hell.
We're living in hell.
I'm not living in hell.
No, you can't lie.
You cannot generalize.
Abubakar is not living in hell.
I could never live in hell.
I'm not
in hell myself.
Take it or leave it. And the way I look at it, it's like you are something from APC. That's
all right.
I challenge the APC to. I've never gotten a dime from.
All right, so let's say something here. I think people have a right. People have a right to support whoever they want to support. So this allegations that is founded. Well, I don't know getting it from. So people have a right to.
Responsibility.
Okay. So he has the responsibility of supporting APC, just like you also are taking responsibility.
Whosoever I want to.
Right.
Yes.
Don't argue with data.
Let's take on the.
You did argue and you were corrected twice also. So
then we'll have you guys round up. Hello. Hello? Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, yeah, good afternoon.
Good morning to you. Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Yeah, my name is Nayinda.
Go ahead, sir.
On this debate, I want to say that, when Buhari came in and government, we voted, he said he was coming to fight corruption. Based on his...
and is the corruption to the best of his abilities.
I think there's a slogan that Nigeria has that bring back corruption, let's live the way we were living before. You can't even fighting corruption. Nothing is no. The corruption they are fighting, I don't
for their
really
pockets.
Sad and bad. The thing is getting out of hand. Every day we hear one story or the other, off the mic and all the rest of.
Thank you.
Who cannot understand.
Okay.
It's human imagination.
Hello. Yes. So good morning.
Yes. Good morning.
My name is Musa from Jadi.
Welcome, Musa. What's your take?
All right. This bad man defending APC, well, PC, they have not done what Nigerians, and if that guy...
I disagree with that. I disagree with that. We meant voluntary and we have done well. We have done
my brother, they won't admit.
Let's allow... Remember, not debating with you. They're putting their own perspective.
They will not meet.
Let's allow the caller make his point. Go ahead, sir. Oh, dear. All right, you guys start him. Maybe you allow the callers make their point.
Yeah. Hello?
They look at us in the face, say if they want a change of government,
we have a caller.
Shut up.
We have a caller.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, Kim, welcome back. Now,
welcome, Ibori. Thank you.
Okay, the thing is, the truth is, if we are facing reality, APC has not done for the country.
That is your opinion. That is your opinion.
The callers, can we let our callers speak? Yes.
They have not done well at all. All the promises from refinery to infrastructure to security to economy, everything has been bad.
So they cannot even, in fact, it's not the right one.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. So we're going to give panelists or debaters some to wrap up. Give us your concluding shot. This is where you bring your ace card out for your finishing. We've got 5 minutes to do that. We're going to give you, without you interjecting, Mr. Raf.
No interjection,
No interjection.
please.
It is closing, so it needs to be strong. You have a minute. Thereabout? 30 seconds? What's your closing shot?
All right.
Well, my fellow Nigerians, as you all see, we look at the 4 running candidates, the top 4 runners. Nobody has come close to Bola Ahmed Tinubu in terms of intercapacity, ICT compliance, is politically sagacious. They say if you want to know the quality of leader, you look at surrounding him. All those surrounding Bola Ahmed Tinubu are those he has taught, are those who have served under him. They understand the rudiment of government and governance. Look at the other countries. Who have they mentored? Who is around them? This man has the blueprint. He has done it. Who has ruled Lagos? Lagos is mini Nigeria is the most cosmopolitan city of Nigeria. Every tribe in Nigeria is based in Lagos, and that has the temerity, the audacity, the determination to rule Lagos. It is much easier for him to rule Nigeria, not like those who have ruled a monolithic state which has 95% their tribesmen. Okay, so Mr. Ahmed Tinubu is the man for the game. He is there. He's not saying I will do. No, done it before. He was going to improve on what he has done. So please give your to Aswaju of Africa. Thank you for the
Thank you so much, BATified.
All right.
Thank you so much. My dear brothers and sisters, ever committed Nigeria Info, listen, thank you for this privilege. And I'm saying, considering where we are today, the community of the challenge we have as a nation, the man that the cap the most, the man to do the job, the man with sagacity, the man with the mental fitness, the physical fitness, the man CV towards high and above the profile of his contemporaries, His Excellency Governor Peter Gregory Obi. He is the man to take us to the pass that we will all year to the phenomenon. He is a man that has little or no baggage comparing to other candidates that have a allegation. In fact, someone said they should be competing failure. They should be competing, don't put on in the greater mess. But Peter Obi has been investigated, interrogated, interviewed. He has quickly claimed. He is telling you that...
You can't.
No, you're breaking the rules.
Go ahead.
Can you imagine what is...
Go ahead. Your time is going.
Please give Peter Obi, I am today. If you give Peter Obi your vote, I promise you, he will take you to the next...
Thank you so much.
All right.
Yes, I mean, I wish we could just give standing ovation. You guys have done... Thanks so much. I'm seeing amazing performance. BATified Ali of the APC and Raf Peppel of the LP party. You guys put up a wonderful performance. We appreciate you for coming, BATified Ali.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well done. Well done. And Raf, well done. You downcast. Are you okay?
He has used too much energy.
You were rejecting me rudely.
All right, it's part of it. Let's celebrate. Be more opportunities.
There'll be more.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yes, and in a spirit of camaraderie. Yes.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thanking. Thank you.
Yes,
all right, and there is hugging and shaking.
Yes.
To tell you, it is just a debate. No hard feelings. You're not taking it out of the studio.
hard feelings.
And that's how it should be. Doesn't matter who wins today. Nigerians will rally around behind and give some support. Guys, this is where we call it a day. The debate.
Thank you.
What?
All right, guys. We'll see you on the other side. Stay with us on 5.1 Nigeria Info.
Thank you. Thank you.